Hey guys, welcome to Cara's Cucina. I'm Cara Di Falco. We are going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day this week. We are making a really fun dessert. We're going to show you how to make some stout brownies. Great food isn't just about good ingredients and knowing how to cook. It's about telling the story of the food. To make our stout brownies, I have a double boiler or a baña Maria getting warm, and we are going to add to that 3 tablespoons of butter and let that start to melt. And we're also going to add in 4 ounces of chocolate. So I have 2 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate and 2 ounces of dark chocolate. And we're going to let that start to melt together with our butter. While our butter and chocolate melt, we are going to mix together our dry ingredients, most of our dry ingredients. So I have about a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. I've also got 3 1/4 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I love a really chocolatey brownie. And we're just gonna add in a pinch of salt. And again, as always, anytime you make something sweet, you always need just a little bit of salt in there to help bring out all those flavors. So we're just gonna whisk this together. We're also going to cream together our eggs and our sugar. So I have 2 whole eggs I'm going to add to our bowl. And I have about a 1/2 cup of sugar. So we see that things have gotten nice and pale. We have lots of bubbles and our sugar has melted in with our eggs. We're going to set this aside. Returning to our double boiler, we want to start to stir things together. Our butter's starting to melt, so is our chocolate. So we just want to move this around so no part of it burns. And we're just going to let it keep going nice and slow until this is completely melted and is blended together. After our butter and our chocolate melted together, I set it aside so it would cool. So it was cool enough that I can handle it at this point, but it's still liquid. And it is still pretty warm, so we just want to add in a little bit to our egg mixture just to kind of get this started. We're going to start to mix that in. And that's to temper it and so that we don't cook our eggs with the chocolate. To our mixture, we're also going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I did say these were stout brownies, so we're going to add in 2/3 of a cup of stout beer. This can be whatever stout you want. If it's St. Pat's and you want to do Guinness, you can go ahead and do Guinness. I prefer to use more local beers, so this is actually one out of Pennsylvania. New Jersey makes a couple of great ones. If you live somewhere where they make a great local beer, go ahead and give those guys your support and your money. So again, 2/3, which is not actually the whole beer, so while you're cooking, go ahead and enjoy yourself. So now we've got all of our wet ingredients mixed together. And finally, we are going to add in our dry 1/3 at a time. So we're just going to add in a little bit and stir. Get this incorporated. We're going to pour our brownie batter into our prepared pan. So I have a 9 by 11 here. This is lined with parchment paper and then greased with a bit of oil. That is going to give us more brownies, but they'll be a bit more thin, or you can use an 8 by 8 pan. That'll give you fewer brownies, but they'll be fatter. And these are going to go in a 375-degree oven for about 45 minutes. Once your brownies have cooked and cooled, you can cut them into squares, share them with friends and family. If you want to frost them, you can do that. If you wanted to add nuts in, you can do that. As always, it is up to you. But these are a great way to celebrate St. Patrick's Day and maybe not have to worry too much about the result of the beer because you're eating it instead. They are absolutely delicious. I hope you guys enjoy them. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video so you can always get more recipes, and all of my recipes are at caradifalco.com. You can follow me on social media at Cara Di Falco, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you guys, and once again, happy St. Patrick's Day. Buon appetito.